Alright, really quick. I'm only going to be doing this for a little bit longer. Probably about a half hour or so. So I'm going to be able to upload this onto YouTube. For the YouTube viewers, hi, welcome, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of extra tuning, okay? So today we're going to go and use my Merc Series car. It's a little bit of a faster car. It's a Jaguar XKRS, which is a studly car, if I may add myself. This is it here. It's a lower S-Class 714 PI. Here's a nice little look at it here. And voila. So, we're going to go to upgrade. I'm going to go here. Let's go to load setup. I already have a little bit of one built already for Catalunya. Catalunya is our next race. That's one we're going to be testing for today. So let's continue to build up on this tune. Finish loading it up here. Alright, and voila. Let's go to test. Let's go to Catalunya GP. Let's go and bust out some laps quick. I'll show you a little bit of what I do. I've already have all the upgrades on here. My list of upgrades is listed up on the Forza forums. I'll provide a link down underneath this video for you to go ahead and take a little look at those upgrades there. If I say it's a Merc Series car, it's already listed on there. And we'll be going through the tune so you'll be able to see every individual number. So if you ever want this exact tune, pay close attention to the video, and you'll definitely be in it. Let's go with the tires and brakes. We got to get this up to race speed. So of course the first lap isn't going to be our fastest. Just need to go nice and easy. As I say that, fishtailing. Just need to go nice and easy. Warm up the brakes. Don't need to go any drastic. They'll warm up in time. We'll be going and pushing them. There we go. What's that? Are you English now? Yeah, you can. I've seen it. Seen a picture of a dude, and evidently he wanted to become a balloon animal. So he did. He swelled up and looked just like a goddamn balloon. Still warming up the tires, warming up the brakes. Gotta love this car. Such a nice car. Such a studly car. Whoa. Not my fault. My finger slipped off the controller for a second. Wow. Doesn't happen very often on a warm-up lap. Alright. This is going to be the start of our lap, so we're going to want to come out. Okay, still got a perfect turn on there. I'm not entirely sure how, but interesting enough. Hard on the throttle, going in, down in the first turn. Down into third gear, bogging it down a little bit lower than I like usually. But it plays out nice at after the S's. Hard on the throttle after the apex. There we go. This car is already really well tuned in. Just need to do a little bit of fine tuning, I think. I think the curbs are a little bit iffy on this track. Sometimes they'll work with you, sometimes they won't, so I'm definitely going to keep an eye on them for that. Lose a little bit on that corner. Pretty sure it's just because it's a little uphill, and you just get off the track a little bit, so you lose some weight. It's probably just the angle I need to change on that one, so that should be okay. So far, so good. This tune does feel very solid. Feels very good. Let's see what else I can get on here. Let's stay on the track. Let's stay on the track. 154.9. We're going to get a couple more seconds out of that. That just likes to get loose on me. Let's make sure it's not a camber issue. Good. Should be. Okay, so it's not a camber issue. Let's, so in this case, this is what we're gonna do. So it's still just a little bit loose while we're turning. So let's beef up the springs in the rear. Make them a little more steady. Beef up the front to go along with it. The arrows are already maxed out for this track. Okay. How about braking? 61%. That's what I went with for this track, huh? Let's bring that back down. Differential 6510. Anti-roll bars, good. Springs. I could probably end up beefing them up a little bit more, to be honest with you. They're a little bit lower than what I usually like, but they seem to be working out just fine. Alright, let's and back to it. Yeah, turning's a lot better now. Feels like the rear end's wanting to grip more than slide than anything. Yeah, there we go. This is getting there. Beef up the springs a little bit more, I believe. Holding on to her. It's pretty good. This does feel pretty good. Go. Nice little grip out of there. Give a little more confidence in my rear so I can push it a little bit harder. Getting her dialed in. Not quite there yet. I'm going to beef up the springs a little bit more. Let's go ahead and do it now, since I know I'm going to do it anyway. Anti-roll bar springs. There we go. Let's try that. I do allow a little bit of travel in my suspension, especially for this track, because there is some inclines and declines. However, they're not too drastic, so I just want my suspension to be able to roll up and over them, just like a curb. No different than a curb. It's pretty good. It's a little loose, but might work out. Getting a lot better grip so I can get a better launch off of turns with my rear end with that adjustment. Able to hold on to the throttle more. .154.8. Hold on to it. There you go. Hold on. And this car's already getting pretty well dialed in. Still a little loose, especially with the rear. So I might be getting a little bit of understeer for the rear end. Might be causing it, and too stiff of springs can cause that. So the front's pretty good, but I want to bring it down in ratio with it at least a little bit. So let's try that. Let's see how it feels around this next turn, because this will definitely be a good challenging turn for this. Oh wow, yeah, that's better. I do like my cars a little bit loose, because the old phrase is loose is fast. It's easier to turn a car that's loose than it is to turn a car that isn't, that's tight. Meaning that if the car is too tight, even if you turn the steering wheel, it just wants to drive straight. And it's just a tuning issue. You can get that out of it pretty simply, actually, too. How's Battlefield for you? You getting used to it? Hold on to it. Woo. Yep. The setup does feel good. Let's see if it's improved though. .2 of a second off. Could be just my line though. I know I have been off in a couple of these turns, so that could be why, like that right there. That's gonna cost me at least .1 of a second. That didn't necessarily have to be there. Alright, Let's see if we can get a better one this lap. Full half second. It's probably because of my line though. I know a couple of those corners I did botch, so it's hard to get that perfect turn every time, you know. Still way loose, actually. Let's just beef up the anti-roll bars here. And hopefully this will help. Just way too wobbly back there. I was able to stay way snug in now. Please. Thank you. Oh yeah, this car feels good now. Yep. Straight up. Woo! Oh, really? I lost it? That sucks. Jag. I can do to this car because this feels dialed in. Oh, still just a little hair, just a hair too loose. Get to it. Nope, lost it on that last fucking turn. You son of a bitch. Alright, so we tightened up the rear anti-roll bar, and that really balanced. That really brought in the balance for the rear end. So that's exactly what we're gonna do again. Tune it up a little bit more because it's still just a hair too loose. So just a couple of notches should do the trick. We'll find out here. Turn-in is really good. Car is just sitting steady. Suspension's doing all the work. You just guide it along at this point. that corner. Very nice. There we go. That was a much better shot off that turn. Now I'm able to get that grip on that turns that I need. And I need to be adequate in a race. Holding on to it. Better. Not quite there yet, though. What's up, Pickled? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in, man. Keep going. That should be good. Let's tighten up the front a little, just a hair to keep that balance there. Just a little bit. Nice job straightening out the turn. Just a hair off. I definitely got the grip there. I just need to hold the line coming off. Coming off the turns. Doing good, doing well. Definitely hugging the road every time I needed to. Under braking, under cornering, under acceleration. It just screams grip. And there it is. That was the trouble corner. See how it's been getting a little bit better every time. Still a little, just a hair. Just still. So we're gonna go back to the anti-roll bars, stiffen them back up. Let's keep that there. Let's keep that there. Double check the camber since we've been adjusting this stuff. That's okay, that's gonna happen on this track. Actually, this is a good way to check it out. Oh, no kidding. Not, wow, alright, let's go to tune setup. According to that was telling me that my outside tires were still under a lot of strain under cornering. So unfortunately we're gonna beef this up. Actually we're at 1.6. Let's just beef it up to one notch. One notch. Pickled's been playing for trials. Been playing trials for 15 minutes, and it's already pissed him off to the point where he doesn't want to play it anymore. He's like, nope, done. Poor guy. Alright, so instead of watching the numbers, let's watch the track now again. Left side tires. Perfect. That looked perfect in the front. They were within 1/10 of a degree off from the outside to in, which tells me that they are exactly where I needed to be to have maximum contact with the tarmac under cornering, which gives me the best adequate grip. Now let's watch for the rear now. Left rear. Again, literally spot on. So it's just my line. This track is extremely technical, and if your line is off a little bit, it's never gonna get in. It's never going to. You got to get your technique down, or else your tune doesn't matter. If you want to get the real fast times, you need to know how to get that line. That's spot on. Alright, so we got our camber dialed in for sure. We got the angle of our tires dialed on just perfectly. Which it might have been before I started adjusting the springs and the anti-roll bars again, but since I've been adjusting those, that can adjust that. So, regardless, we redialed it in that worst case scenario. Which is just fine, which is exactly what you need to do. Hold on to it, hold on to it. Pretty consistent, right around that low 55, high 54 mark. Yeah, this car feels great. Has a lot of grip. 0.2 of a second faster coming off that turn already. Probably just lost it from this turn, but it's okay. Oh, got on the gas too early. That's my fault. That's better. Hold on to it. Very good, very good. Oh, there we go. Woo. Oh, this car is feeling fine. 154.6, even better. Perfect. Just like that. Ended up getting a full, what, about a full 3/4 of a second off the car already. Just that little bit of tuning and perfecting your driveline. Just that little bit. Makes a big difference, man. Cool. Well, I'm glad you were able to tune in for that. Feel free to hit that follow button. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to look me up on YouTube. We do have a YouTube page up as well. And in the meantime, we will see you next time, and we will see you out on the track.